Yeah, peace. Quick video. We're gonna be talking about UFOs, motherships, stuff like that. So, UFOs, we've been hypnotized or under this trance that a UFO is some spaceship. You know what I'm saying, hovering like like a rocket and stuff like that. So, you know, we've been under that trance for a very, very long time. And, they tell you a mothership is, the ship that's going to come to Earth and, save particular people, and take them to this other planet. It's like those things are possible to build. It's just that, that ship has to be vibrating high on a particular frequency or higher. If you're thinking about going to another planet, like literally going up and leaving off of Earth. And it takes a lot of energy to create portals, things like that. So, this whole UFO trans thing and, these aliens looking like monsters, so on and so forth. See, they done did heavy manipulation on our psyche, you know what I'm saying, on our mental psyche. So I'm just gonna lay the cards out on the table. Now the sun. Now we gonna talk about the sun. The sun is not really a sun. They also trained us that when we look up, we see the sun. That's the name of it, and that's really not the name of it. But that's just an idea. You gotta keep this in mind that sun that you see, that's an actual spaceship. That's a real time spaceship. You know what I'm saying? That's flying, giving out all types of commands, different commands that's being sent here for Earth and the living creatures and, fertility to respond to those commands. Because you have those higher beings that's flying in space, communicating. That's a spaceship, man. That's the real spaceship. The sun is a real spaceship, and that ain't even the sun. It ain't even. That's not even a real name. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a idea to give you something to just think about. But it also been utilized as a weather system. And folks been under that trance for a very, very long time, and they still are. They still are under that trance. So when we talk about UFOs, unidentified flying object, I mean, look around, look at the people. They cannot identify that flying object. You know what I'm saying? The flying objective is to communicate with that sunlight. You know what I'm saying? That solar energy. Speaking about the so-called black folk out here, you know what I'm saying? They can't identify it. That's why they said unidentified flying object, because the so-called black folk, they cannot identify it. They cannot communicate with it. They don't even know what it is. They think it's something that's just here to give all some good weather, to go out and have a picnic, to go out and drink, smoke, and do misbehavioral activities out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they pick up. So, yeah, they can't identify truth. You know what I'm saying? Those are aliens on that sun. That's flying. That's a ship. That's not a sun how you think it is. That's not a sun, man. That's a freaking spaceship. You know what I'm saying? That's a spaceship. That's a literal spaceship. You know what I'm saying? And it's flying. It's flying, man, above this freaking Earth plane. that we living on, this Earth rock. That is a real mothership. Facts. And I dare somebody to debate me on this. This ain't even a debate. That's a freaking spaceship. When you look up at that sun, man, that's not that's not a sun. Like a ball of a light or nothing like that. They ain't even the real shape, man. What you see is just a glimpse, a half of what you think it is, man. That's not what the sun really look like. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you look at it due to the dimension that you in and stuff like that. You know? When you go in depth as far as going and tapping into that dimension and raising your frequency and your pineal gland, you'll see what it really looks like. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if you sun gaze and all of that, you gonna see those light cold frequencies vibrating. It's like ripples. It's like ripples. Ripples at different frequencies, different colors and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But the colors is really vibrations. That's what they are. But that's it, man. That's it. You know, to put a cap on all this he say, she say about a UFO and stuff like that, man. That is the UFO, right? When you look up at, and these moons is fake UFOs. You know what I'm saying? It's artificial. I mean, it's not real. It's not real. But yeah, UFO meaning spaceship. This is, Earth is a fake spaceship, and the sun is the real, because that's, it's flying in space, and that's where all the commanders are. You know what I'm saying? That sends out different programs and protocols that these creatures and every living organism have to follow. You know what I'm saying? To keep things in order. You know what I'm saying? The so-called white man is trying to, play that role, but we already know he's not real. He's not official. You know what I'm saying? He's not official. But yeah, the sun, what they call the sun, is an actual mothership. You know, we speak in these terms for a second. It's the actual mothership. It's the spaceship, man, where the higher beings is controlling everything, and they ruling. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I want to add, when you see the sun, what they call the sun, man, like it moves. Like it can be in one particular area and it moves constantly. It moves in different directions. Like it don't stay in one spot shooting out energy. It shoots out energy along with moving constantly. It move in like swivels, like serpent like. It move like that. How a snake move on the damn ground when it's crawling. It moves back and forth, back and forth. You know what I'm saying? It's flying. That's the spaceship, man. Y'all gotta tune in, man. Tune in to the frequencies. Seriously. Y'all missing out. But yeah, that's the real mothership, man. That's the real mothership. And in order to get there, you know what I'm saying? Raise those light codes. Raise your soul up. You know, that's what it's about. Raising the energy. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. The sun is the real spaceship. And last thing, there go that train. Last thing I want to say. There ain't no those metal spaceships like you've been seeing like on TV and stuff like that, like Star Trek. That stuff ain't that's not in space, man. It's nothing but planets, what they call planets. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is out there. You know? All that condensed material, it had to do with being created inside of a planet, and flying, which they call the sky, up in the sky or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it can't go past the glass or go outside the glass. You know what I'm saying? So those things exist inside the bubble. What they call Earth, inside the box. So yeah, outside of that is this high energy, man, and fake planets that have this particular energy that house the particles together. As far as Earth is concerned. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. Quick video. But yeah, protect y'all aura. Stay on point. These damn spirits is lurking. Peace.